Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Daily Crypto Plan. Thursday again. Well, we have Thursday and then we have Friday and then weekend again. Good morning, Darren. Hey, Khan. Hey, Sajid. Hey, Lord. Hey, Andrei. Good something. Okay, people. We had a bit of volatility yesterday, but at the end was violently flat. Nothing specifically. A bit up, a bit down. We managed to get a short idea, or 2 or 3 or 4, depending if you are on VIP or not. But overall, on daily, the price is the same. So let's start as usual. Let's start with Bitcoin and see what we have. 3 days ago, we opened with a gap, a small gap here in the CME chart. We pushed to close to 67 and then we dropped yesterday, and now at the moment we have a red candle. Can we go and test and close the gap? Probably. Do I see a bearish structure on daily at the moment? No, I don't. So people will say, well, let's short. Yeah, let's short, but on lower time frame if you are sharp enough. Otherwise, it's a big range. We didn't SFU the high. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll push even to 69. For example, on a daily chart, if you ask me if I should short, well, give me the structure, give me the location. Location should be acceptable at least. Then 67 is the hardest one, and then the good one is 69. And then give me some structure. I need a 3-bar fractal at least, if not a daily M. So on daily, no. On daily you can see range and you can see gaps up. One gap, second gap, the third gap here. Yeah, we are closer to the top of the range, but I don't see an M and we don't have a 3-bar fractal top. So at the moment it's better to not call it bearish on daily. On lower time frame, you saw me yesterday framing short ideas, seeing the 1 hour, 4 hour EMs, but on daily we don't have a bearish structure here. Okay, indicators, we have bullish divergence on all 3 of them. Another reason to be extra careful calling bearish or bullish here. As long as we don't have an M, well, we are at the top of the range, okay, but nobody is telling us we cannot push higher. In the same time, if we'll test some lows, I'll be more than happy to hunt an SFU long. Hey Mauro. So that's Bitcoin. In my view, we are flat here a couple of days. 1, 2, 3 days of nothing. Good enough for day traders. That's a bit better than a couple of weeks ago. We have some volatility. 5-minute chart is good enough. Ethereum on daily, kind of flat, you can see. It's stopping here and is not managing to push above these levels. We didn't even test $2,000. Can we M out here? Well, I don't want to be the bad news guy, but looks like if we stay too much in this area, look at it. This is what? This is a bearish divergence on MACD. This is a bearish divergence on RSI. This is a bearish divergence on OBV. Yeah? Trying to confirm on OBV. Confirmed on RSI, confirmed on MACD. Let's hope that we'll push higher and we'll test 2000 pretty soon, because it doesn't look too bullish here. Let's go back on daily because we are talking about higher time frame. On higher time frame, the structure is not bearish. You can see W, breakout, retest, kind of a retest, then another high, and now we are trying to do another one, but this time we have resistance at $2,000. I told you multiple times, people, and in the summertime, don't call breakouts. When you see a range, assume that it's a range with a lot of SFUs. Yeah? By definition, I'm not a trend following trader. I'm a range trader because I could trade all day long. So I don't like to see, or I don't frame setups break out and well, we'll go to the moon or we'll go down. No, usually I prefer to see range everywhere, especially in the summertime. Okay, so we are fighting 2000 as resistance at the moment. If we'll aim out here, well, could be that easy without touching 2000 and dumping. Possible. Anything is possible. I have a setup on daily? No, I don't. Let's take a look at dominance. Well, when we had this M, everyone was happy. Well, we have the M. When we had this W, everyone was upset. We have the W. No, it's actually fighting this 60% over and over again. Just zoom out a little bit more. Nothing I could say about this one. It's not giving me an advantage, an edge in the market. Ethereum versus Bitcoin, I'm still waiting for my scenario here. Let's see if we'll manage to play out. I don't have an EM, but I'm waiting for one. Total market cap is staying in the same area like Bitcoin, couple of days. Let's see what will happen. This is not a bearish structure here, but looks like it's getting tired. Well, nothing specifically. Okay, we talked about Bitcoin, we talked about Ethereum on higher time frame. Let's talk about ES a little bit. It's still fighting the same area. Actually, people, we call ourselves crypto traders. And we are crypto traders. And some of us are really profitable trading crypto. But hopefully you see that lately, at least lately, ES is driving the market. So if ES is moving up, Bitcoin will move up. If Bitcoin is moving up, Ethereum will follow or will lead, will pump a little bit more. If ES is dropping, all the risk on assets are dropping, including Bitcoin, including shitcoins. And let's not start that discussion if Bitcoin is a risk on or risk off asset, please. Another time, in another live stream on premium or VIP or something else, not here. Okay, so at the moment, ES is fighting this short reload zone. It's not going anywhere. How many times we discussed that in the summertime, big players are out relaxing, doing something else in their vacations, and they don't allow kids to do too many things. Seems like that environment is on. You can see, well, you have a range, go and play in the yard and don't get the fuck out. Just stay there, play around, don't break anything, because when I'll come back, I'll kick your ass. That's kind of the idea. Let's hope that the yard is big enough and we can go to the long reload zone and we can frame some setups and we can SFU one more time. At least we'll have some setups to play and some money to make. Okay, that's yes. Gold is trying to do that daily W. It's trying. I'm not saying that will succeed and will go all the way up to 4,500, but it's trying. You can see it. We have some bullish divergence on MACD. We have some bullish divergence on RSI. We have some bullish divergence on OBV. OBV is not too strong here, but acceptable. So yes, I think gold is trying to hold 4,000 and push to 4,500. Will succeed or not is not up to us. We don't know. We have a lot of gaps to fill all the way up. I could see it trying at least 4,300, closing this gap 400. I don't know if we'll succeed to touch 4,500, but it's trying to do that. Okay, oil. The war is on again, gaps up. I told you don't fuck around with oil, just leave it alone. If you manage to get along at this gap at $69-70, okay, then you are deep in profit, you don't care too much. You are risk-free, you are in profit. If you didn't, don't touch it. I don't recommend to trade this one. DXY is flat at support and resistance level. It's trying to do something, but like I said, big players are out. This structure is not bearish actually. Thinking of this structure, we should think 105. A lot of people are calling for lower, but no, I see this structure and looks bullish to me. Maybe we'll have the chance to go to 105. If we'll dump, well, Zach, we have the daily M finally, and now we can play the retest. Now we can play Stefan setup on daily even. You can take this level and draw a fib and wait in the short reload zone 61.8 specifically, and then short. Most of you are already short in profit on Zach. That's not bad. Well, now we have a complete general setup there. Now we have an M on RSI, we have an M on MACD, maybe on lower time frame you can see it better. Nice location, nice EMs. It's good enough for us? Well, should be. Don't risk more than 0.5 on this trade, people. It's summertime. We can SFU one more time. You can see we are building liquidity to the upside. 1 point, second point, third point, 4 point. We broke this one. Okay, it's not valid anymore. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 to... At some point in time, the market could push, take all that liquidity. Everyone will become bullish and will call Zach to the moon, and that will be the top. Bit, just here as an example. And our SpaceX, the biggest shitcoin, look at it. Can you believe that is a new day, a new low? Look at it. A new day, a new all-time low. A new day, a new all-time low. The biggest stock ever. The best one that will go straight to the moon. What names I saw on Twitter? More, please type in the chat how they call the SpaceX before the launch, before the hype, in the hype actually. Yeah? Was the best one ever. Only a stupid trader like Paul J who told you to stay the fuck out because it's a trap and will take your money and you'll never be able to recover it. Or you don't have the patience to. Look at it. People, look at that. A new day, a new all-time low. Just scroll back couple of weeks, 1 month ago when was before the launch of this stock, and just look at the news. Look at how all the reports and everything they called it. Well, this one will go to that and will do this and you will get rich if you buy this one at the launch. We are below that level. So we launched it at 150, so $150. We push it to 220, and now we are at 115, below the launch price. We took that is the resistance now. 1 point, second point, third point. Look at it. This is a support and resistance level now, and now it's behaving like a resistance level. Even if we manage to get a W and push higher, we'll stop at 150. To the moon. Anyway, I'll talk about this one as long as possible. Hopefully as many as possible will learn the lesson, and next time they will do the same. You'll not fall in the same trap. Hopefully. Okay, so that's the overview from my part, people. Not too many things we can say. Yeah? Not too many things. We dropped a little bit, but on daily it's just a small dump. It's just a small red candle. Not something big, not something we can trade on higher time frame. Before we go on lower time frame, let's see the calendar. Today we have some news in Europe. Yeah, 15 minutes before the New York session will start, we have interest rate decision, an ECB press conference. Should be important. We should respect that and stay the fuck out. Actually, the conference is 30 minutes later, but you get the idea. Stay out. Don't try to scalp. If you are trading Forex, don't trade is Euro USD. Just leave what is Euro connected, just leave it alone for today for that specific report. Yeah, there are some people here trading Forex and love to make money from a range. Someone asked me, people, I remember that. Someone asked me what we can use, what we learn in Capo 1. And guy who made Capo 1 already. What I can use, what I learned in Capo 1. Where I could use that information. Well, you can use it in Forex. You can use it in stocks. You can use it in traditional market. When I made Capo 1, I didn't made it for crypto, specifically for crypto. No, it's working really well on crypto, but crypto it's relatively new. Yeah, we took the setups from the traditional market and we adapt them to crypto. So everything you learn in Capo 1 works on stocks, works on ES, works on gold, works on everything that has a chart. It's up to you to go and test, see the chart you love, see the chart what is better for you, if you adapt to the volatility, if you see your setup more often, and then to go and trade that one. In the past, I was trading Forex, I was trading stocks, not really, but I was trading ES, gold, silver, and Forex. Stocks, why I don't like them? Because they open and they close and you have that gap every fucking day, and they could open with a gap up, gap down, and that's dangerous for a trader that is trying to trade on lower time frame. You have to close the trade at the end of the session. Otherwise you risk to lose everything you made, or I just don't like that. But works on Forex, works on traditional market. People that are old enough in Crypto Traders Arena knew that I was trading Forex, I was trading gold and ES. So what you learn in Capo 1 you can use everywhere, even in other aspects of your life, because you have the master plan and how to treat market like a business. Imagine that you realize that everything, all the aspects of your life, or almost everything, it's a business, and you learn how to manage yourself and multiple aspects of your life. Anyway, less and less places for Capo 1 people. We had another guy that booked a place this week, so it's up to you. I'm not forcing anyone. I'm selecting people I will accept in Capo 1. I will stop at a specific number. We'll start in September. The program itself is 4 months until December, maybe even January a little bit. And we include 1 year of premium. Up to you. Okay, now let's go on lower time frame. Bitcoin. Well, yesterday we had some pumps and we had a 1 hour EM and we had multiple EMs, and this was the neckline, and we tried to dump and now we are trying to retest. Actually, what we are doing, we are fighting the Monday high over and over again. We had the Monday high as support, we had the Monday high as resistance, we had the Monday high as support, and now is the resistance again. We are fighting that level, but nothing else. The structure here is telling me that we should drop. Yes. Probability for the market to go in the long reload zone is bigger than the probability for the market to push to the highs and make an SFU. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. At the moment, we are still fighting the Monday high, and I think most of you are short already. So we don't need more short ideas. VIP members, I saw Stefan posting, they have 6-7 short ideas. The rest of you shorted Bitcoin, Ethereum. Some of you shorted Hype. Some of you shorted even ES. Some of you shorted ZEC. So I think my attempt to keep you on the right side of the market, don't be bullish here, worked, and you hunt some short ideas, hopefully, and you are already risk free, hopefully. People, I do my best but I'm not your financial advisor. You should assume the responsibility for all the trades you open and you close. I'm trying to do my best to keep you on the right side of the market. I saw patterns over and over again, and I kind of suspect what is next. Yeah, when you see the market pushing in one direction, public going in the same direction, and you see M's on the market, or you see a support and resistance level, and you see top of the range, and everyone is calling for higher. For me, smells like a trap, looks like a trap, squeaks like a trap. I don't know. Can we go higher? Of course we can. I'm waiting. I have an alarm for VIP, and I'm waiting here at 67 to 152. I don't know, maybe in the news, or maybe Trump will say something and the market will push all the way up to 67. The alarm will trigger. I'll pay attention and I'll try to frame an SFU on 5-minute chart. So far, I'm short. I'm okay with that. I'm not risk free already on this one. I have another one, a scalp on lower time frame that is deep in profit from this area here a bit higher and a smaller risk, different frame, but that's something else. Okay, so what we can play on Bitcoin? If we push to 67, I told you about the SFU levels. If we accept below the Monday high, then we should go to the middle of the range, which is in confluence with the long reload zone and Hawas level here. Here, it's safe for 1 hour and lower time frame, 50-minute chart, to hunt W's and hunt let's say a general setup here. Yes. And why I'm saying general setup and not LJ or anything else? Well, an LJ, let me show you what an LJ will do. This and this. Imagine how much time you need to wait for the price to drop and then to go the other side of the trend line. I'm hunting, I see the M, I know that we have a probability to make an LJ at some point in time, but for the moment I'm more focused on general setup than on LJ. And of course, our favorite, if we go to the lows, we can play an SFU long. Let's see how many people are reposting, how many people are active these days. 26 and 32? Not as many. What happened, people? Everyone is on a vacation? Well, if everyone from this live stream will repost, that will change a little bit. So please go repost this post on Twitter. Let's go back on the chart. So SFU of the lows, as low, the lower the better for us. SFU of the highs, we can play them. Something else besides SFU, general setup in the long reload zone, or maybe at the end of the day or tomorrow we'll have an LJ. Who knows? That's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Ethereum. An SFU, the second SFU. Don't be surprised if you see another SFU here. And how we call that? One SFU. Where the fuck is it? Okay. The second SFU. And then another SFU somewhere in here. Yeah? 1, 2, 3. How we call that? It's not there yet, but could be. Let's see the indicators. Well, look at it. Okay, look at it. Bearish divergence on RSI, bearish divergence on OBV. If you see another SFU, try to play that one because could be a nice setup. There you go. Some of you know. So we have one, we have the second one, we just need one more. So I'm not calling what will happen and this will be the setup, but if will happen, we are working with scenarios here. If will happen, exactly, Dennis. Yes, if will happen, you should pay attention and you should be able to take the trade here, not lower. Yeah? Play the SFU. If you see the market coming up and then coming back down and reclaiming, that will be a nice one. So pay attention. That could be a nice one for Ethereum. Why I'm talking about 3 drives on Ethereum? Because Ethereum is a bit stronger. Frozen? Well, That's not a problem. Let's go now unfroze it. Okay, and now let's go back. Let's say okay. There you go. Done. There you go. It's a bit better. So we have one, we have the second one, the third one should trigger a short. You can play the SFU, or you can play the 3 drive, or you can play a different setup, but that pattern is telling us something. Market is making new highs. It's so simple. You can call it every fancy name you think about, but it's actually new highs in the price, lower highs in the indicators. That's a divergence. The indicators are screaming the market is not as strong as you see on the chart. And you wait for the first one, the second one. You cannot tell me that this SFU didn't work. Work properly. I don't know if you managed to get it because it was too violent. But SFU, the level took that liquidity and dumped. If you see the third one, well, attempt to take it again. Okay, so that's Ethereum. Let's zoom out a little bit more and let's see what we can think about. We talked about these SFU levels. If we accept, at some point in time, we accept below the Monday high, then we should think middle of the range. If we accept here, then we can think SFU of the lows, and that will be a really nice long if I'll manage to get that one. Maybe some news, maybe Trump, maybe Iran, maybe someone will say something and the market will become volatile and will get to this level. I'll try to play a long idea there. Everyone will shit their pants and will say, well, look at it, it's going down. And I'll try to hunt long ideas. I'm not here to play the emotions and be frozen like the public. I'm here to make money. And if the market will touch this level, that's an opportunity for me. Okay. So you have the levels there. Hype, well, was bullish, is bearish, is bullish, is bearish. On higher time frame, nothing you can do. On 1 hour, some of you are short with Stefan. Good enough. I see a long setup here. No, not yet. Usually I prefer 4-hour chart. Let's see what we have. Well, we took the liquidity. 1, 2, 3. Give me a W here if you want me to think long on hype. Hype is a good coin to think long. Don't get me wrong. But with a clear setup. And you can see here something. Some bullish divergence on OBV. Some bullish divergence on RSI. Good location here. You have a long reload zone. Just give me a clear W and I'll be tempted to take a long. Yeah? And for hype to pump, we just need the Bitcoin to stay flat. We don't need the Bitcoin to go up. No, just stay there in the range and hype could pump from the long reload zone. Okay, Solana, nothing. ES on 4-hour chart. You can see on 4-hour chart the price action is not too bullish. If we go on 1 hour, we see the same thing. We are fighting the Monday range. We had this high. We SFU that level, if you remember. Yeah? And we dumped. We bounced from the middle of the range and we did another SFU and we dumped back down to the middle of the range. Now, we took the... Sorry, just 1 second. I don't like to mess up the levels. We took this one as a resistance. You can see the Monday high is the resistance. Was this one a good short here, 61.8? Well, if you are a scalper, yes. Because a scalper had the chance to... Look at it. Yeah? Really nice one. Up, down, back up in the short reload zone. Yeah, I think you need to go on 5-minute chart even lower to frame a setup. There you go. Look at it. Look at the M there. And look at the market dumping. That was the setup. Was in the middle of the night? Of course it was. Asia session people, they managed to get a setup. Nobody else. Okay, let's go back on 1 hour and see what we have. So that's played out. Now we are in the middle of the range. Now looks like is determined to go to the bottom of the range, but we can bounce also. Middle of the range is not to open positions. Middle of the range is to make the trades risk-free and even book some profit. Remember that. If you are playing the range game, middle of the range is not to open positions. Okay. If we'll dump to the Monday low, I expect at least a bounce. So we can play along on that one. If we SFU one more time, I don't know if it will happen. We have some bearish divergence on the indicators, but if it will happen, it'll push higher here and SFU this level. That's clearly another short attempt, an SFU short. Okay. Nasdaq. Similar, but uglier. I prefer ES for the moment, not Nasdaq is all over the place. Following ES. Gold. Looks like we are too far away from the Monday range. That could change really fast. If you want to play along on higher time frame, I suggest you to take this low, this high, and this low, and wait like a boss in this long reload zone for a long setup. If you really want to long, you think, well, gold is strong and will attempt to go to 4,500. We have a acceptable support at 4,000. If the market will come back down here and make a W, that could be your trigger. That could be your setup. In Crypto Traders Arena, we call it the general setup. Yeah. Location, indicator confirmation, and then price structure. I learned that setup from Brian Beamish. Long time ago. Hey Phil. So, if you want to play gold, that's the way you do it. ZEC. Yeah, let's put 4 hours for ZEC, because 1 hour we don't have anything. We talked about, a couple of days ago, we talked about this YAM. We are accepting below that, the neckline. Now a retest. A retest here, yeah, could trigger a short if you are not short already. If you are short already, you know what to do. Manage your position, try to get risk free. If you are not already, you don't need my help if you are already short. Can we play an LJ? Yes, look at it. We broke the structure. We are on the other side of the uptrend line. Give me a clear YAM and we can find another LJ short. For the people that don't know what an LJ short, on Premium you have a channel with setups and you'll find what LJ or trend line breakout setup is. Go and learn that fucking setup. All the people that are in Crypto Traders Arena should memorize, should dream the setup, should know everything from those channels. We have one for public and one for premium, a bit more details there. And you should know everything from those channels if you consider yourself or you are trying to become a trader. And we have, unfortunately, we have people that they never touch those channels. They never open them. Well, setups. What is that? I don't know. I don't care. Give me, Stefan, give me ideas, or Paul, give me ideas, give me signals. That's not the correct way. And usually those people don't last too much. They all give up. They all say market is a scam and so on. Okay. That's ZEC. Let's go back on Bitcoin. Let's go back on a lower time frame. Let's see what we have. We're trying to accept here. You can see ES is driving the market. If ES is dumping, Bitcoin is dumping. Yeah? ES is trying to accept and form another YAM. Bitcoin is doing the same. Ethereum is following behind. I have a new setup here now. Can you take the Monday high as the resistance and frame a setup? It's dangerous, but it's possible. I don't think it's wise, but okay. Hopefully everyone is short. Hopefully everyone is risk free. Hopefully some of you are already in profit. Hopefully you really want to become a trader and you put the time and effort and you're not a moon boy. If you are a moon boy, I have two advices. Change your mentality and become consistent, or give up and go and do something else. You don't have a chance next 2 years. You don't stand a chance in these market conditions if you don't change your mentality. I had a couple of people asking me for Capo 1, and some of them I even told them, you need a break. You don't need Capo 1, you just need a fucking break. Stay out for 1 year or 6 months. Lick your wounds. Understand that you lost those money and you'll never recover it. You don't need to recover it. You need to become better and make new money. They said, yes, Paul, and I still see them posting setups on general or trying to recover those money. That's bad, people, but it's not my business. I give you the advice I consider the best. If you don't accept the loss, and most of the people that lost money, they don't accept that loss. They think they'll recover it, becoming scalpers, becoming day traders. Bad mentality. With that thinking, you will never succeed to become a successful trader. The emotions are too high. Your thirst for more wins to recover the loss is so big that you cannot trade. You will not accept a small win. You will not accept a small loss. You want to recover the money. That's your goal. It's not to become trader. And you put yourself in an ugly and impossible position to lose again and again and again. To break that cycle, you need a break. You need to stay the fuck out for a couple of months. At least a couple of months. But, hey, if you don't listen, it's your problem, not mine. Okay? It's your business. Do whatever you want. If I don't accept you in Capo 1, I have reasons for that. Yeah? Some people I consider that I don't want, or I'm not able to teach, and some people, they don't have a place there because they are not able to learn. They lost too much money in a short period of time, and they need to acknowledge that. Really understand that those money are gone, are not your money anymore. You don't have anything to recover. You need to cool off, start fresh, start low, and build in years, build a nice portfolio. Sorry about the rant, people, but that's the reality. VIP member, see you in 2 minutes in the VIP session. Premium member, see you in the New York session. General member, see you tomorrow morning with the same live stream. Protect your capital, people. See you next time.